everyone, and welcome to Bob's Garden. We have a massive project on our hands today. We have these figs planted in these whiskey barrels. Figs that are in containers really should be root pruned and repotted every 2 years. And these have never been, to my knowledge anyway, repotted. And we've already done 3 of them, and the root balls were just absolutely massive. It's so difficult to get them out of here. But if we don't, they're going to get really pot bound. We won't be able to get water into the roots, and it will impede the drainage, and it's going to just be a bad situation. And in another year, they would probably die. So we had to get in here and take care of this. Now, you might be tempted to try to get rid of some of this foliage so you can get in here, but don't do that yet, because what happens is when these are cut, they exude as a sap, and that sap is can just be a little irritating. Some people are allergic to it, so you have to be careful. You might want to wear gloves, but the first thing we got to do is get this out of this pot. And I've got some of my bonsai root tools here that have been working very effectively. Earlier on, we tried a Felco saw to saw between the pot and the soil here because they're so tight. It's just really super difficult to get out. So I need extra help on this, and we're gonna get this out of here, and then we'll show you what we do. So we've been working away at this. I want to show you, I've been using this hook here to get between the whiskey barrel and the soil. So this is a very sharp tool, and we've just been digging around here to try to get this out. The roots were so bound here, you can see you can't even get your finger in here. It's just totally packed. So we've been going around here. I also get an edging shovel in here to make some slots. We've used the Felco folding saw to get in here, and it's just stuck. It's stuck to the side of the pot. So now we're going to tip this over, and we'll use this to tap the bottom of the whiskey barrel just lightly. Of course, we don't want to wreck it, and that helps to get it out. We'll show you that root ball when we get it out. What a struggle! This is ridiculous. A fig should never be allowed to get in this kind of condition. Where's the drainage? It's just so, look at this, it's just so packed here. Another season, and it just took us like forever to get this out of there. So now we got to just do some root pruning, and then get this back into the same pot. Now you don't have to have these huge whiskey barrels for figs. You can do like a 10-gallon container. They'll do well in there. But in this situation, this is what they want, and they do very well in there, but they need to be repotted at some point. So we'll get this going for you, and we'll show you how that gets done. So we're going to just start working to take about this harsh part of this root ball off, and we just start slicing through here like this. So we sliced off that mat of fibrous roots on the bottom with our sickle, and we just sliced it all the way through, and then we use this root hook to score right through the root ball all the way around at select spots. It doesn't have to be everywhere, but just enough so we can get new soil back in there. Then we're going to put a drainage stone in the whiskey barrel. We're going to put fresh soil and get this back in, and then we'll do some pruning, because when we root prune, we must prune foliage as well. This is why you want to wait for this to leaf out before you do this kind of project. You just cannot do root pruning by itself. It has to be combined with foliage, because when you cut the roots here, it doesn't need all the foliage. It's a smaller root ball, but we can put it right back into the same pot, just like we do with bonsai. So we have our fig back into the whiskey barrel. Now we've taken our fingers and we've worked the soil back into here. And it's a little overfilled for now, but when we water this in, which we will do right now, the soil will settle down into this. Now we need to take some foliage off. We have some branches here that are poorly placed. This is very obvious. This can come out. Some of these small branches that are on the inside will also come out. and then we'll also shorten it. But what we need to watch out for now is here in Connecticut, we overwinter our figs inside in the temperatures around 40 degrees. Doesn't need light at all when it's like that because it's dormant. And we have this what's called a breva crop of figs coming along. So the figs are going to appear right in these sections right in here. You can see over here the same thing. There's going to be a fig in here, right there. So we just don't want to be able to cut this down onto the old wood here. It's got to stay where it's still green. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll give those a nice feed and they'll rebound and they'll be very happy in these new pots. And in 2 years, we'll have to repot them again, but it won't be such a big struggle to get them out of here. So thank you for watching Bob's Garden, and we'll see you next time. Please share, comment, and subscribe to my videos. And remember, be curious, not judgmental.